Zidane Hamid and I'm 8 years old, and today we are going to take a look at, let's see, how about, yes, Animal Farm by George Orwell. Now this is not just a normal book, although it is written plainly like a children's tale, it is written very plainly. It is actually something that has a big history. Actually, it is banned in Russia. It is banned in Russia. You won't even believe such a plainly. It's just a plainly one. Like it's, just happening in a farm. No complex things like some other books like Pinocchio, The Wizard of Oz. They're not so. They're very complex books. But this is just plainly written, and it is actually just bombarding a place. And such a plainly written thing is banned in Russia. That's a really rare thing. Anyway, George Orwell, he is a very regarded writer. He has also written many famous books. 1984 is one among of them. Animal Farm. This is really popular. It's got so popular. A movie has been even made about this. We have to start it. It is plainly so. It is gonna start like just like in a children's tale. Manor Farm. There's Manor Farm. Old Mr. Jones, he's drunken. He's drunk. So let's call him Drunk Mr. Jones. Anyway, Drunk Mr. Jones is such a person now. He has fallen on cruelty of animals. First he was like good to the animals, but since taking all of that grape juice and beer, he has got so drunk that now he is in the ways of cruelty to animals. So that's why rebellion is brewing amongst those animals of Manor Farm. We are going to call it Manor Farm. And Animal Farm, this is the name which is renamed. It is renamed from Manor Farm to Animal Farm. So whatever happens, it is because of Old Major. And we have to call him Old Major. The animals on the farm called him Old Major. You know why they call him Old Major? Maybe because he was a pig who was 12 years old. A big life for them because they are mostly, the farmers. You know what they do to them. And even, what happened, he was old and he had wisdom. That's why they maybe called him Old Major. And that's funny too. Anyway, we have to call him Old Major because he was so old. And second, he was having a lot of wisdom for them. So Old Major had called them for a secret meeting in the big barn where he was there. Now the animals came. First it was the dogs, Jessie, Pincher and Bluebell. Then there were the cows, the hens, the ducklings actually. Then the horses. Boxer was the most strongest of all, and Clover, and the stupid donkey Benjamin, who says that nothing will change although the rebellion happens. Something changes actually. So he comes. He's actually the most oldest on the farm too, besides Old Major, and even the most dumbest and the short-tempered in the farm too. Then comes, the cat. The cat wasn't listening so much. The cat, it was just, not listening. It just started purring contentedly between Boxer and Clover and started, purring contentedly without listening any single word. Not paying attention. Now see, Old Major gives this speech, some hysterical speech, and that all the animals are going to be slaughtered by a knife, and when Boxer all of his strength is given, he'll be sent to the knackers and then slaughtered and given like a boil to the foxhounds. And we can say everybody is going to be, slaughtered by a knife at the end. So, because of that, the revolution it's just brewing. It's just brewing among them. It's just, just like Old Major predicts. There will be no food for them and the rebellion will brew. And by the way, he predicts something that really happens. And the animals are thinking that, the revolution, it might not come in their lives. It might come 100 years ago, even 1,000 years ago after that. But it might come. Anyway, like that, there is many other revolutions are based on the Russian Revolution. You see Russian Revolution. This is something like it because you see what our revolution is brewing, just like the Russian Revolution overthrown the Tsar. Just like this, they will overthrow Mr. Jones. There's another overthrowing, another martial law that comes between the animals. And now, you see, they overthrow Mr. Jones because they don't have any food. And Mr. Jones comes running down with a 20-barrel shotgun. And they make him just, run out of the farm. He just runs out of the farm. Now, having a farm on their own, they know they have to be, this means some business. And by business, I mean animalism, not communism, not capitalism. Animalism, mix of communism, mix of capitalism, mix of any ism you can think of, name it. But it is some ism that you will never ever think of. And it has these 7 rules. And these 7 rules are a bit complicated. They are not so complicated because when the amendments come, then you are going to see how complicated it is. But right now, it's not complicated. Okay, rule number 1. Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. Whatever goes upon 4 legs, including this guy, is a, let's see, friend or has wings. Now see, when you're talking about chickens and all these birds, they walk on 2 legs, but the wings makes them, considered 4 legs. But I don't think so penguins would come in this category because penguins, first of all, they walk on 2 legs. Second of all, they don't have wings and they have flippers instead of wings. So I don't know what you're going to do in that situation. Okay, back to the rules. Third rule of animalism is no animal shall wear clothes. Fourth rule of animalism is no animal shall sleep in a bed. Fifth rule of animalism is, which is the most commonly, that no animal shall drink any alcohol. And sixth, no animal shall kill any other animal. And seventh, all animals are equal. Okay, now see, this is actually some really tough rules. And now there are 2 leaders up, Snowball and Napoleon, who will leave because 3 nights later after that big rebellion and the Beast of Ireland singing, then old Major died. And now they were singing Beast of Ireland because Beast of England and Beast of Ireland. You can put them both in that. And they put the flag of animalism, the flag of maybe animal farm. A green flag with a hoof and a horn on it. Now they even put, just like Vladimir Lenin's body was put in a display, they put old Major's skull on display. And actually they even marched around it. And old Major, he played a big part in that. He plays also a major person in real life. Acts as old Major, and you're going to see later on. And now, as you see, what happens that there's this rebellion works, and now it's animal farm instead of manor farm. Now see, Snowball is like that he wants them to follow the rules of animalism and, just relax and enjoy and, cut loose and have fun. But Napoleon, on the other hand, does that. He's just, like, every time you have to work hard. He just makes them exhausted while he's living in the lap of luxury. I'm going to tell that later on. Something terrible happens later on. How he's living in the lap of luxury. Now see, Snowball is, leading everything up, and Napoleon gets jealous. And now he sends his 9 guard dogs. These guard dogs, these are his personal bodyguards. And these things, they chase out Snowball out of this animal farm. He's gone somewhere else. Maybe I don't know where because he doesn't come out in the book next time. And Napoleon now starts a rumor. Now Squealer, Napoleon's right hand, makes no time and does not get tired in just making the news, because I'm using making over here because this is a fake news. This is not a real news. That Snowball was nothing but just an insect in making this animalism, and we are the real kings. He was just nothing but a pimple. And now they're trying to say that he has sold himself to Frederickson or Pellington farm, and then he's trying to make them take this animal farm. See, they're making, just like Leo Trotsky was kicked out by Stalin. They are just like that, and they are saying that if ever Snowball comes, you have to just kill him actually. That's why they're now making them against Snowball. And if Snowball was there, this wouldn't happen. But Napoleon, he just butchered it, totally butchered it. Took it one step further, took it one step far, where they could do nothing about it, no animal. Because, many animals, they made these rules. And now you see some of the animals, one geese, some sheep, one duck, they confess their crime of doing some things, the harvesting, and then Napoleon's guard dog just, ate all those. And now Benjamin, he didn't agree with this because, the sixth rule, all animals will not kill any other animal. Napoleon made an amendment. What amendment? All animals shall not kill each other without cause. Now, see, over here he's made an amendment. So there'll be more amendments too. Now, what he's making everybody live out the life, he's living out the life while everybody else is working hard and not doing anything, obeying all these rules of, doing all these rules, not kill any other. While that is happening, Napoleon is living the life of luxury. He's, living in the lap of luxury, just sleeping in the bed, not obeying the rules. He even makes these amendments. No animal shall sleep in the bed with sheets. No animal will drink alcohol to excess. He's making these amendments, although he's doing all these things, breaking all the rules. And all the pigs, they're intelligent. And now they are living in the lap of luxury while everybody else are, working out hard. They are all living out the life while the other ones are tired, exhausted, working out hard. And at last, all these get amended so much that at last there is only one rule remaining, which states all animals are equal, which was the first rule, but they may amend it to one last rule, which was all animals are equal, but some animals are equal than each other. Which I mean by that is Napoleon is living the life of luxury, and other of them, the boxer, Benjamin, Clover, and every other animal farm animals are living the down level, the poor level, how the Ukrainian peasants were, they are the peasants, and how, in Russia what happened, how Stalin ordered the killing of those peasants. It is something like that in Animal Farm, and it is really based on that. And that's how this plainly little tale comes out, and Jones comes in. Jones, he's trying to make one last rebellion to take over this Animal Farm, which was really manor farm in the first, and Jones failed. Now, Jones failed after that, Jones will never come back. He goes to some other side of the country. But, these killings by Napoleon don't go away. Boxer is killed because of a bad luck and sent to the knackers, not the knackers. The doctor bought it. The doctor bought the knacker's van and he forgot to pet. So Boxer was in the hospital, died 3 days later because of Napoleon. He made them work so hard. Now, other animals were also killed because of, Napoleon. Napoleon was the most, tyrant. Like Lenin didn't kill so many people in the Russian Revolution, but, Stalin, he just, cut loose and kill everybody out. So, you are going to see later on what is going to happen and what is this thing based on. Anyway, 30 years went by, 20 years went by, the years passed, the seasons went and came, and the short animal lives fed by. Muriel the goat was dead. Jessie, Pincher and Bluebell was dead. The cat was dead. And other animals were also dead. Except, there were also any other animals. There were also Moses the Raven, who was also Jones's personal bodyguard. He just kept talking about a land named Sugar Candy Land, up in the sky having sugar everywhere. And he was just bluffing about it. He was just trying to make them bluff and, just fool them away from the animal land, animalism. So this was not happening, and now it was all, out of control. And as the years went by, nobody could actually even remember Snowball. Snowball was forgotten. Nobody even knew the days before the rebellion, except by Moses the Raven, Benjamin, and Clover. Boxer was also forgotten, except by the people who knew him. And many things were forgotten. And now, as everybody else, was still in a very bad situation. In a very bad situation, Napoleon was still living the life, and at last he became like humans, every pig of them. And after that, the end of Animal Farm begins with a party scene where Napoleon and Mr. Pennington are playing a game of cards where they all like humans. And at last they both throw an ace of spades simultaneously, and then there is a fight and brawls, and that's how it is. Some uncharted ending. Uncharted endings, they're not good. I talked about Roald Dahl's book, how they give almost uncharted ending. You saw the witches, James and the Giant Peas, they all give uncharted endings. Even Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They all need to have a sequel. And this also needs to have a sequel because the way it's going, it looks so bad actually having an uncharted ending. And that's what happens in Alice Adventures in Wonderland. Many books, the style of novels are to end it with the uncharted ending, not having a sequel of it. And that's what happens in Animal Farm. And by the way, Orwell writes it in a way of a children's tale, and brings a children's tale plainly written style which was banned in Russia. Imagine that. And listen up, this is not just a story, just a plainly little tale, just not only one plainly little tale. Every story has a history behind it. If you sit without a history, you just want to see it as just a book. But the history behind it is epic. Old Major is represented as Karl Marx. Can you believe it? And Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones is the enemy. Tsar Nicholas II was executed by Lenin. Lenin, is gonna be also Old Major. It's a mix of it. And Snowball and Napoleon. Napoleon is Joseph Stalin. Oh, Stalin. Lenin was not such a killer. He was not a bad person, not a bad Russian Revolution guy. But, Stalin, he was just totally took it one step further. Killing everybody. Just killing more than, 3 million people. And, Napoleon did the exact same. Now, Snowball played as Leo Trotsky, who was kicked out by Stalin. Leo Trotsky was like, you are not the boss of me. And then Stalin just kicked him out of the way. And then he was assassinated. Just like Snowball was kicked out of here by Napoleon. And Napoleon put this martial law and overthrown Snowball, just like Joseph Stalin just kicked out. Joseph Stalin kicked out Leo Trotsky. Just like that, Snowball is kicked out by Napoleon. Napoleon takes out the charge. Now, all the other farm animals, they represent the peasants, the Ukrainian peasants. Remember, I talked about the peasants who were killed by Stalin. 3 million of them were killed by Stalin. In the story, 9 farm animals were killed, but in real life, Stalin killed a lot of them. And Moses the Raven represents the Orthodox Church, and Squealer represents the right hand of Napoleon, who was, talking about how Snowball is an insect, a bluff, an enemy, a denizen of the underworld, a member of the mafia. That's what Squealer was talking about, giving fake news, putting the people into the wrong way. That's how he presented the newspaper article in the Russian Revolution, how they were putting the people against Leo Trotsky, now that's how Squealer was a newspaper. Now see, this is all just a complex Game of Thrones in Animal Farm. Animal Farm is written plainly, but it is actually a game of thrones in Animal Farm. How each other is fighting to take a throne, and at last Napoleon takes it, and how he turns into a human pig. We can say just like a werewolf, a were-pig actually, maybe turning into a human at the last stage. This just comes how to see that the friends who actually help you might sometimes deceive you. You don't bite the hand that feeds you actually. That just shows that some friends can be deceiving, and stay closer to your enemies than you are to your friends, because sometimes your friends can even be dangerous. So this is all for today. End of this book review. And if you want to see more book reviews, go to my website ZidaneHamid.com, or even log to my Facebook page. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be waiting for your feedback. Stay tuned. Pinocchio is coming next. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.